Lady Charmaine, and my guest today is an accomplished singer, songwriter, vocal producer, radio personality, wife, and mommy of four. And she's back today to talk about the second season of the hit franchise R&B Divas L.A. Help me welcome Lil Mo back to the show. How you doing, Lil Mo?
Hey, Lady Charmaine, how are you?
I'm doing good, girl. Look at you, the success of your first season. Now you're back with season number 2. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Ain't God good?
Yeah, girl, yes, he is, ain't he? Amen. and everybody see from the previews, you are now sporting a new look, girl. You done went blonde. So why did you decide to go blonde?
Yeah. Just new me, new attitude, new season, new things happen in my life. Usually when people go through new things or they're getting rid of old stuff in their life, they usually cut their hair. So I was like, no, because I'm so dramatic, so drastic. My sister, it was actually her idea. She was like, you should try blonde. I was like, then people going to think I'm trying to copy, and, I like to set trends. She was like, trust me, this will help with, defining who you are. And she did it. We ran with it. Not only do I have the new, it's number 613 color hair, just in case, because a lot of people are like, which one is that? Is that honey blonde, blonde, platinum blonde? I said, no, it's just number 613. With that, now I have 2 gold teeth at the bottom. I'm just really sticking to my hip-hop and R&B roots, taking it back to the beginning of where it all began. I wanted to get braids, but the way my hairline is set up, that wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, the blonde was like a cute new way to bring Mo back.
Girl, now, you should have just added, some bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, along with the whole new look.
Hello? Oh, I was going to try to. But the thing that clips it together, that part keeps on breaking off. And I was like, see, this ain't gonna work for me. So we did the blonde, got some more tattoos, gold teeth, and just basically really capturing my youth again. Just having fun, not trying to act, oh, she's too old to be acting like that. I was like, no, I'm just doing everything I wanted to do before, but now I have the leeway, the platform, and the right to do it.
Okay, I know that's right. You were just doing you in the new season. And speaking of the new season, what can we expect as viewers to see on this new season?
Man, this season, not only do we have 2 new cast members, Leela James and Chrisette Michelle, my Golden Girls, new look, new shade, 2 extra added weeks, because before last year was 8 weeks. Now this year we have 10 weeks of us being in your face, in your life. And one thing I could say is that because this is a new season, you have to step it up a notch. So even from the fashion to the foes, to the friends, to people faking, it's just like this is reality. This is real life. One thing we did do more of too, which I'm excited for, is to show us in the studio, because we all sing. There's no sense of being no diva and getting up there and not singing. Mm-hmm. So you'll see us in the studio. You'll see us in the studio together. You'll see disagreements. But there's no sense in having a conflict if you don't have a resolve. Mm-hmm. So that is just like, you just see how co-workers for this, for our careers, how we get along, how we have no choice else but to make it work. And, however the chips may fall, you'll see how that ends up as well.
See, girl, now, was that some shade? Don't make no sense to be a diva and we don't see you singing. I caught that. No, that's good.
No, but that's the reality of it all, because there are some people, I realize there are some people that would kill to be just to walk just to live a day in our shoes. Mm-hmm. And there are some people who sing their heart, but there are people who can sing me under a table, but they'll never get a record deal. There are some people that can sing me under a bus, but they'll never be heard. And it's just like, because we have this platform, which has been given to me, it's just like, you maximize off it. And if you don't want to sing, then at least take a singing lesson or do something that has to do with while you are here. But it's not shame. It's just the reality of it all, because I knew that when I signed up for it, I was just like, yo, but in real life, I only sing at shows. I don't just walk around singing all day. So then it was just like, well, this will give me the platform and the time and the energy and what I need to actually go in and record an album, because I haven't recorded, I would say, a commercial album since, since like 2009 or 2011. I put out P.S. I Love Me, but that's been 3 years. If you don't put out an album every year, people think that you died. So I was just like, yo, last season I put out 2 singles which did well. One of the songs, I'm a Diva, is the theme song for R&B Divas L.A. And L's Up was the song that I did during the Diva Love. So I was just like, yo, because these did so well, online and stuff like that, because that's how we released it. Now it's time to put out a commercial album. I got a book. I got a cartoon that I'm a part of, a movie that's coming out. Everything is coming out back to back to back. So, if you ain't gonna sing, do something.
Amen.
Like, for real. So
now I want to ask you a little more. Is drama a requirement to be a part of a reality show? Because it seems like a lot of reality shows now, every season they up the drama to make the show more successful, to have more viewers. So is that a requirement to be a part of a reality show, to make sure you incorporate some drama somewhere in there?
With ours, that's not a requirement, and it's honestly, drama happens in real life, but it's all up to you. It's no sense in having drama if you have no resolve. Like I said earlier, like, why would I be beefing or mad about a situation that I don't have an answer to? So no sense to me being mad at someone or trying to turn up on somebody and have no merit or have no basis of the reason why I'm mad. So usually, the only things that upset me and that would cause me to turn is if you mess with my money, my children, my mom, and them. So it's just like, chances are that has nothing to do with our show. So it's not going to, like, nobody's messing with nobody else's man on our show. So it's like, our drama, it will be something like, okay, so do you want me to sing this note or not? Don't put me in no soprano because I'm an alto. You know what I'm saying? So our drama is different kind of drama, but violence is unacceptable, number one. So when these people get violent, I'm just like, so that's the image you want to put out there? If that's what you want people to know you by, then live it up. But don't try to, what a lot of people try to do was, they try to put this image out there, them fighting from other reality shows, and it turns out, but then when they get knocked upside their head, they want to play the victim. That's why I'm just like, you got to be real careful of what I call the karmatic repercussion that you put out there. So it's just like, even with me, I decided to bring my children on, show, and I was just like, I have to be very cognizant that, the first season I was married. This season, stuff has changed, and they lived through it. So I had to get their very honest opinion on what they thought about it. And I told the producers when we was about to film that day with the children, because we get a call sheet, I was like, I don't know what my kids gonna say. Y'all just be ready. And whatever they say, we didn't rehearse this, and they shocked even me. Mm. So I have enough drama going on in my personal life to even be thinking about turning up or going off on somebody else. You know,
it's funny.
So it's not a requirement.
Okay. Because there was two things I was going to ask you about. I was going to ask you about your children. Are we going to see them again this season? And are you and your husband going to work on a new project together? And okay, so I know your children are in this season. Go ahead.
Well, my children are, but speaking of husband, I'm in a whole new different marriage now. That one from the first season, that's over with. I got to take it in my purse. Yeah, we're going to get married in front of everybody at a later date, but yeah, I've since moved on from the last season, which you'll see pan out this season. I waste no time. And you're going to see. Just follow me on Instagram.
I'm all speechless.
My Instagram. Ooh, Charmaine, I knew I threw a monkey wrench in there.
You did. You messed me all up right there. I'm like, okay, where do I go from here? Okay.
Yeah.
She said I waste no time. So we gonna see the new husband on the show.
He won't be on this series.
He won't?
He won't be on the show. No, because he's a professional boxer, and just his training schedule, because he had a fight in March. And because we were filming, he literally trains the whole time. So this was our time of just like getting focused. And, once I got back to the East Coast, we was just going to, we had a lot of personal things we had to get taken care of. Like, I'll tell about that too. And it's in my book. Like, I came home in 30 days of hell, which I explained. Like, people don't understand when you go through a divorce, the other party might not accept what is, like, yo, you gotta go. And then when they have to go, they try to take everything with them. But as long as, all that was taken, stolen, and that was laughed about in my face, like, oh, well, if she wants somebody to, like, yeah, it's just a lot. But put it like this, everything that the devil stole, I don't want it back. God has replenished and gave me new things. So I ain't even tripping. But I've been so in it, honey.
Because you said on the show last season, when you go through things, you get a tattoo. And so,
Yep. Yep. Got some more tattoos.
yeah, I'm about to
Yes,
say
she
you said you
did.
got some more. So I was going to ask you, so did you go through some things to get some more tattoos? So now I see why you got some more tattoos.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
it's all coming together. Now, your professional boxer fiance, do we know who he is?
Yes, his name is called Dynamite Dark, and he's actually about to travel with me because with the show coming out, he's helping me with the promotion and stuff, like just making sure I stay focused, because a lot of people don't know that, being an entertainer and all I do, which you listen to that again, I thank you for that wonderful intro, the wife, the mother, the author, the this, the that. It's like with all of that, with much is given, much is required, and I don't want to lose myself trying to be everything to everybody and be nothing to myself. So with that being said, it's like, because I can't afford, and I'm not saying I can't afford it financially, but I don't want to travel with a large entourage anymore. I'm just like, I finally have somebody that's by my side that's not trying to be me, that's not trying to be an R&B diva, he just wants to see me win. And with that, it's just like, yo, you can't beat that with a bet. Like, nobody knows, like, the day before we was about to start production for second season, I had told the producer, I was just like, my story has changed since we last discussing. And they were like, okay, you sure you? I was like, yes, I want to go with this. I said, because y'all don't know, a week before I was supposed to fly out here, I get this big long email from my ex. He done wrote himself into the daggone show. I'm like, yo, you can't do that. Talking about little Mo needs to fire herself. I'm like, what the hell? Child, he tried it. But I was like, no, we're going to shut this down, because I know that if I would have went out there and not changed the game, I would have been a hot mess. And people would have been looking at me like, oh, no. I would have been sued. So I'm glad I had sense enough to check my email that day and cut that mess off, as well as keep it moving. Even though it shows up in everyone else's eyes, it just seems like, but just last week, I was like, no, it was a year. It was a time span of a year. But because me and my ex had worked together, he was my manager, my music was he was everything. I had to basically cut him out of my personal life and my business life. So I'm starting from scratch with everything. But I thank God that I still have a platform to stand on. A lot of people don't have that, and they lose their mind, and they look crazy, and they have nobody to talk to. Shoot, I got 10 weeks of season 2 R&B Divas LA, plus a 2-part reunion to explain my side of the story, and the blessings that are coming from this, like things I never imagined, like just being able to tell your story and share, and then people just like, okay, now we get it. They might not always agree, but they be like, well, that's just Mo. That's just, they understand. Just being able to get that point across, you can't beat that with a bat.
Wow, that's amazing. I can't wait to see, how this whole story unfolds. And that's a lot. I bet everybody will hear the interview. They're going to be like, oh, my God. So everybody going to be glued to the TV.
But it's not just, imagine, it's not just my story. It's 5 other divas on there with a story. Like, I get to see everything when you all see it. So luckily for the first episode, we had a premiere party at Essence. Well, it was like a premiere viewing, and we got to see the whole first episode. And I was just like, yo, this is really good. Like, and I always watch it as a viewer, not as, oh, this Luma, like, oh, I should have had some more gloss on. And I don't critique myself. I'm just like, yo, I really delivered. Everybody really stepped it up a notch. You can't come back to no second season looking and acting how you did the first time. You can't. You have to, for real though, you have to start looking and acting like money, because you want to be empowered. I know I stepped it all the way up. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Now I want to know, how is the chemistry with the new divas, Lila James and Chrisette Michelle, coming into some established ladies now? How was the chemistry?
Great, because they've never done reality TV before, and this was new to them, and at first they have both admitted in interviews, and even like being around, and you'll see more like once a lot of their interviews and stuff, and once the show starts airing, like they were just like, yo, they were just straight up from the gate. We heard about what happened the last time. We ain't got time for no drama, no mess, and stuff like that. And when you come out from the gate just like, yo, I'm not like this, I don't do this, I came here to share my story, and we could be cool if you want, or we could just shoot this thing and take our behinds home. When you come straight forward like that, not trying to figure out, well, what had happened last time, or trying to get some juicy gossip from stuff that happened a year ago, they both came in just ready to work. And that was honorable, because you never know what you're going to get from these artists nowadays. Some people come in with egos, and you like, what song you got on the radio? Or some people come in with this arrogance. I've been places, people are coming, I'm just like, well, you act like you the daggone leader of the free world. You act like you're Obama, like you have the right to be this, to stand off. And there's some people who have done that. And I'm just like, I'm just glad that everybody comes in with an open mind. Like, we saw what happened, we saw how it unfolded. Nobody has the time to waste, because we all have, besides just that, we all have children. We all have little children, like young children, not grown ones that's going off to college. I'm talking about, babies. My baby just turned 2. So last season I was postpartum. This year I'm child, yeah. With the new ladies coming in, it was like a sisterhood that I honestly am glad for, because I don't have that many female friends as is. It's just something about me and females. I just be over it. Because some people be pressed, or some people just want me to hook them up with a rapper, or an athlete, or who do your boyfriend, or do your fiance, or do you got a brother? Like, shut up, sit down. They don't, people haven't a clue, so they shall see this season. And I can't wait. I'm just so. Some people stopped us in Chick-fil-A today. So I came up to, and I was looking crazy, because I literally we was like, let's run out, because I'm waiting for the car service to come. And I was just like, yo, let's go run out and get us something to eat. I had to pick me up some lashes. And I'm like, ready to go. Every time I look crazy, like the whole Chick-fil-A was kind of like, oh, my God, we can't wait for the show. And I was like, people kind of think like, you my girl. And I was just like, they was like, can we take a picture? I said, well, I look crazy. They was like, I don't care. We love you. And just that, man, listen, this platform, this one ain't passing me by.
I know that's right. It look like you taking every advantage of this opportunity.
You have to, because opportunity don't knock. And sometimes, even though it knocks a second time, it don't bang as hard as it did the first time. It might tap on the door, so you got to peek to that peephole and say, okay, I'm ready. So I'm just totally ready. I'm focused, and I think it's beginning to show, because just from the list alone that I was getting for requests and interviews, so I was like, okay, yeah, put me on. I know the power in interviewing and, speaking, through social media as well as online and, editorial outlets. I know the power that it possesses. That's why I was like, I'm not afraid to speak and to talk about my situation, because that's what keeps me out there. That's what keeps me relevant.
I love you, because you are truly real and you're truly honest. And I want to ask you this particular question. How is your relationship with Kelly Price and Donna Robinson since they left the show? Have you stayed in contact with them?
I've spoken to Kelly twice. This year I spoke to her, and we actually got to, bury the hatch on that situation. I was just like, yo, it's a complete misunderstanding. It's nobody's fault but our own. Can't blame it on production, because we were friends and we were sisters before we signed on to do an R&B Diva. So we threw that excuse out the window. We buried the action on that, and, as Christian women, as God-fearing women, that needed to be done, because you can't progress and move forward if you have an ought or anything against your brother or sister. And so, in all fairness, I was just like, ironically, the rapper Foxy Brown, she was the one that actually got us to talk on the phone with each other. And I literally haven't seen her since that day I turned up at when she came and quit rehearsal. Because I have never seen her again. Nobody has seen her anywhere. And I was just like, wow. I guess she was just like, man, forget it. I'm just gonna chill.
Wow. So
yeah, none of her friends, everybody that we knew that was mutual, they haven't seen her anywhere.
Wow. I mean, it's just amazing how people can do a reality show and some relationships aren't the same. And I don't know what that is that happens when, because, everybody on the show and they're really happy and they're really excited when they come on the show. Then something happens when those cameras, when the camera light come on, relationships just become destroyed.
What it is that if they were real, then nothing should be able to permeate or be able permit it to destroy it. If there's a problem, it should be able to be discussed. But when you're around, because of the nature of the work we do, even if you text every day, you might say hi and bye. But when you're around that person daily, and then they get a chance, because we really don't have a chance to get on each other's nerves any other time. It's just you respect each other for what they do. You really don't have a chance to see somebody for who they really are. And then when they can't control you or try to run your life, when you pull the cord on them, trying to take over everything, a lot of people be like, oh, you throwing shade. It's like, no, it's not shade. I'm a grown ass woman, dog. You're not gonna sit up here and try to ruin what I'm not letting nobody destroy anything. I've done that before, and I can't let no one ruin what God has blessed me with. And so if anybody else wants to use an excuse, production and this and that, I was like, well, I don't have that testimony. No one made me, pump me up, frauded me, or forced me to do anything that I didn't want to do. I was half of these people that were saying, yeah, because I was asked. I said, well, then you need to show me that email because I didn't get that memo, and that doesn't even sound legal. You know what I'm saying? And then when they pull out their phone, they can't produce none of the stuff that they claim was being said. Then you just like, okay, I see what this is about. You just can't handle it.
Wow. My last question for you. When new divas come on to the show, do they get your opinion about the divas they're considering, or do you just find out later on during the meeting that these are the two new divas? How does that normally work?
No, soon as we get there, you find out who the new divas are, and, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, and
like,
cameras are rolling.
I don't even want to know who's new and who's old, because my contract don't have nobody else's name on it but mine. Mm-hmm. So I know what story I put out there. I just know, because the reason why I'm this way is because I've done radio and just different sides of entertainment. It prepares you for stuff like this. My dad is ex-military, so I've lived in so many different places. Anytime I have to meet new people, I just know how to adapt. A lot of people, they can't handle it. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think a lot of times you'll see the drama and stuff unfold, because those are people who can't handle pressure of being around new people. They're so used to hiding behind the people, you know, their entourage. And I'm just like, no, for reality TV ain't no hiding. There's once the camera's rolling. You scared, it's going to resonate. If you faking, the fans will know. If you ain't living up to the story you put out there, believe me, you will be exposed. That's why I'm making my business to say, this is Mo, this is me. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm holy and adapt, because I do remember, because I have a little sailor mouth. I do have a little potty mouth that God is delivering me from. That's my release. I have to sing or I cuss to keep from wearing the jumpsuit and being a PP number. Because it's just like, sometimes people push you to that point. And I don't want to be pushed to that point where my kids have to speak to me through a glass or once a week. Wow. So, I'm just like, I won't ever let anything compromise my sanity, my integrity, and my freedom. So with that being said, it's just like, I knew exactly what I was getting into and what I signed up for. If I wasn't ready for it, they give you that option. Listen, they'll sit you down halfway through. It's like, if this is not what you want, let us know now. And this is what I wanted, and I think that's why it's working out a lot in my favor, because people know, like, she came out here to work. I did not pack up all these kids to go to L.A. and say, Chad, you know how much it costs to get them kids out there? Heck, Tweety know. So, yeah, I made it my business to make sure that I brought my A game, and everything that I told them I wanted to get out, I got done. And even above and beyond, because sometimes things happen during production. Somebody might get hurt or something may come up. You just got to be ready for whatever.
Wow. So when they ask you if you're ready for this, do they break down all the possibilities and things that could happen being on the show? Like, for instance, the last season you were married. Okay. No longer married. Okay. Your friendship with Kelly, wasn't the same. There's so many things that can happen. Do they go over those things with you as well?
No, that's nobody can make you not be friends. Nobody can make you go through a divorce. That's up to you to tell production, be like, this week I'm not married no more. Just like, and then they just work around it because they may have it planned out that you go to a family outing. Be like, well, ain't gonna be no family outing, so figure it out how we're gonna make this thing work, because I don't want to look crazy. That's just up to you to just be upfront with the producers, because you'll see how it pans out. How a lot of people, give one story. People are like, wait a minute, that ain't what you said. So, I can't wait, because it's nothing, even no juice or nothing I can give away, because I ain't thinking yet. So, I can't wait for it all to unfold. And tomorrow is it's gonna be so turned up. Like, I'm so excited. I need to sit my ass down somewhere. Like, I'm too excited. Like, I'm so excited.
I can hear it in your voice too.
Like, I'm really hyped.
Well, I want to thank you so much. Mo, it's always a pleasure talking to you. I love your energy, and
likewise.
I see, just great things for you in the future. And like I said, I can't wait to see how big your baby has gotten from when he came on the show a year ago to what he looks like now. Just to see your children in front of the camera.
He's huge. He talks like a grown man. Like, one thing I do like is that my mom says, don't talk baby. to kids. Like, so we talked. So I don't know what he gave. I don't know what they're gonna keep. But like, he has real conversation. Mom, where are you going? And then all the kids like, oh, can we go? Like, no, they like, rat. Like, the kids think that they're supposed to travel with me at all times, but it's like so cool to see how my family, like, my kids, they're like, oh man, we get to be famous too. Everybody's just so excited. So, you know, I do this for the kids.
Oh, that is awesome. Like, so many changes have happened. I had a baby since I last talked to you, so I totally get it.
Oh, wow, congrats.
Thank you. He's 5 months old, so I didn't think in my 40s I'd be having a baby, but God is good. But I want to remind go ahead.
But you know what? Yeah, the chance to be a mom, to like do all of this for them. Wait till he gets a certain age, and he's like sees you on TV or just sees your work. They just be so excited, and I love that feeling to know that my kids love what mommy does.
Amen. Well, I want to remind the audience to make sure they tune in to R&B Divas L.A., airing Wednesday, July 16th, 10/9 Central, only on TVOne. Check out my girl Lil Mo, Chrisette Michelle, Leela James, Shantae Moore, Misha Lay, and Claudette Ortiz. All the ladies are back beginning on Wednesday night. Thank you so much, lady, and I look forward to having you back on the show.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Anytime. Like, just let me know. I'm on.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.